The Woman's Rose is a short story by Olive Schreiner, a South African writer. Before we start the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It is a memory story from the perspective of a first-person anonymous narrator who reflects on a time 12 years ago when she visited a small town and met a girl who made a considerable impression on her. The Woman's Rose starts with the speaker discussing a cherished box containing mementos, emphasizing the uniqueness of her rose preserved for 12 years. While acknowledging the commonality of such boxes among women, she stresses the distinctiveness of her particular flower. This rose holds sentimental value, acting as a touchstone that restores her faith in women whenever her faith in woman flickers. The scent of the rose serves as a reaffirmation of hope that there will be spring. The narrator talks about the lingering faint, strong smell of a discarded bunch of white acacia flowers from a past admirer on a sultry afternoon, highlighting the persistence of the rose's significance. The narrative then shifts to a flashback when the narrator was a 15-year-old girl when she visited a small upcountry town, describing a beautiful unnamed 17-year-old girl who garnered attention from the local men. The men were smitten with that girl, left flowers at her doorstep, offered horses to ride and even proposed marriage to her. Upon the narrator's arrival in the village, the local single men all forsook her and followed me. Despite acknowledging that she is certainly not as handsome as another girl in the village, her youth and novelty make her the object of desire for all the men, who become infatuated with her. Despite enjoying the attention, the narrator admires the beauty of the other girl with large dreamy blue eyes and wavy light hair, full, rather heavy lips. However, a sense of guilt creeps in as the other girl has been deserted, leading to the narrator's disdain for the men's behavior as she hated them for it. Convinced that the girl hated her and wished the narrator had never come to the village, the narrator stands up for her in front of those who ridiculed or left her, fostering an unspoken rivalry that adds awkwardness to their limited interactions. As the narrator prepares to leave the village, someone gave a party in my honor, where a beautiful white rose had been promised to the fair-haired girl to wear at the party. In a surprising turn, the other girl had the white rose fastened at her breast, but she places the rose in the narrator's hair upon the narrator's arrival, initiating their first conversation. The girl compliments the narrator's dark hair, saying how nice dark hair is, it sets off flowers so. And it looks much better there. This leads to a moment of mutual admiration where the narrator compliments that you are so beautiful to me. Despite parting ways and never meeting again, rumors circulate that the girl had married and gone to America. The narrator ends the story by reiterating how the scent of that small withered thing comes back. Spring cannot fail us. In The Woman's Rose, throughout her life, the narrator has experienced the dominance of men's authority. However, during her youth, she experienced a role reversal where she felt in control of men. Rejecting marriage proposals and advances, she relished the empowerment derived from these refusals. The narrator admits that, they worshipped me. Partly I liked it. I liked my power. I was like a child with a new whip, which it goes about cracking everywhere, not caring against what. I could not wind it up and put it away. It was a rare instance in her life when she dictated the terms of her environment. Despite the facade of being in command due to her youthful appearance and beauty, the reality persisted that society remained predominantly male-dominated. The narrator's acknowledgement that she doesn't view herself as attractive compared to the other girl implies a sense of insecurity about her appearance. She states that I do not think I was prettier, I do not think I was so pretty as she was. I was certainly not as handsome. In her youth, both the narrator and the men pursuing her placed significant importance on physical attractiveness. The narrative sheds light on the superficiality of men, emphasizing their tendency to judge women solely based on looks rather than character. As evidenced by I knew she knew that at the hotel men had made a bet as to which was the prettier, she or I, and had asked each man who came in, and that the one who had staked on me won. As the narrator grew older, she developed a disdain for men. Perceiving their motives and recognizing their fickleness in choosing a woman to court based on physical appeal rather than genuine qualities. The story suggests that the men in the village tended to objectify women, treating them more as objects than as equals. In The Woman's Rose, the village men take pride in winning the affection of the beautiful girl, leaving rivals to nurse wrestling with potential envy. The narrator experiences a tinge of jealousy towards another girl in the village, comprehending the dynamics of the ongoing competition. She states that, but I knew it never could be. I felt sure she hated me, that she wished I was dead, that she wished I had never come to the village. Due to personal insecurities, she feels inadequate compared to the other girl, acknowledging the unspoken rubrics at play in this romantic pursuit, as she admits that I hated them for it. But I would not let her see that I cared about what she felt towards me. The narrator recalls other flowers in the box, remnants of a man's gesture during a sultry summer afternoon, but she discarded them long ago. Initially kept as a youthful indulgence, she later realized these tokens were insincere gestures from pompous suitors. The acacia flowers symbolize the superficial admiration of men she encountered, a sentiment she easily dismisses. However, the situation differs when it comes to the girl. Despite being rivals, both women acknowledge their shared experiences of being pursued and dealing with unwarranted advances. The girl's act of giving the rose fosters a unique connection between them, transcending the typical competition between women. Rather than succumbing to rivalry, they recognize the challenges imposed by a male-dominated society, where the scarcity of women in the village sparks amorous pursuits from men. Schreiner seems to imply that men, driven more by lust than love, might fall for any woman they encounter. The old, brown-carved box safeguarding the rose stands as the narrator's most treasured possession. The deliberate choice to discard other flowers while preserving the rose emphasizes the deep connection the narrator feels with the girl. It marks a pivotal moment where, for the first time, the narrator experiences a genuine bond with another woman, gaining insight into traversing a male-dominated society. The white shade of the rose symbolizes purity, signifying the girl's pristine and heartfelt gesture. Despite being competitors for male affection, the girl's act of presenting the rose transforms their connection from rivalry to a symbol of friendship, renewing the narrator's faith in woman. Contrary to the narrator's belief, the girl's friendly gesture dispels the notion of hatred. This revelation prompts the narrator to recognize the potential for women to stand together as friends. The phrase "spring cannot fail us" embodies hope for a brighter future, drawing parallels between the renewal of spring and above the snow too tiny, quivering green leaves emerging, emphasizing the prospect of positive change. Schreiner suggests that societal expectations often pit women against each other based on appearance, but not all women perceive themselves as rivals. This potential for sisterhood among women becomes a beacon of hope for a more promising future. Hope you like and subscribe.